Greetings everyone, I'm Michael and this is Credit Kuri, where we talk about credit, finance, and investments. In today's video, we want to celebrate the life and achievements of John H. Johnson, the founder of Johnson Publishing Company, which produced Ebony and Jet magazine. John Harold Johnson, widely regarded as one of the most influential African American publishers in American history, was born on January 19, 1918 in Arkansas City, Arkansas, to Leroy and Gertrude Johnson Williams. Growing up in Arkansas City, no high school existed for black students, so Johnson repeated the 8th grade to continue his education. His family moved to Chicago in 1933 during the Great Migration of African Americans out of the South. Johnson endured much teasing and taunting at his high school for his raggedy clothes and country ways, as he encountered something he never knew existed: middle-class blacks. After moving to Chicago with his family shortly thereafter, Johnson attended DuSable High School, where he graduated with honors. After graduating from high school, Johnson went to work for the Supreme Life Insurance Company while attending the University of Chicago. While with Supreme, he was given the job of compiling weekly news clippings for his boss, which eventually gave him the idea for his first publication, Negro Digest. In 1942, after graduating from the University of Chicago, he acted on this idea, and with a $500 loan against his mother's furniture and $6,000 raised through charter subscriptions, Johnson launched Negro Digest, which later became Black World. 3 years later, he launched Ebony, which has remained the #1 African American magazine in the world every year since its foundation. In 1951, Johnson's publishing expanded again with the creation of Jet, the world's largest African American news weekly magazine. Johnson also expanded from magazine publishing into book publishing and owned Fashion Fair Cosmetics, the largest black-owned cosmetics company in the world, Supreme Beauty Products, and produced television specials. Johnson also later became the chairman and CEO of Supreme Life Insurance, where he had began his career. In addition to his business and publishing insight, Johnson was highly involved at both community and the national level. In 1952, he accompanied the then President Richard Nixon to 9 African nations and 2 years later to Russia and Poland. President John F. Kennedy sent Johnson to the Ivory Coast in 1961 as special ambassador to the independence ceremonies taking place there, and President Johnson sent him to Kenya in 1963 for the same purpose. President Nixon later appointed him to the Commission for the Observance of the 25th Anniversary of the United Nations. Johnson was also the recipient of numerous awards that spanned decades, from the Spangard Medal to the Most Outstanding Black Publisher in History Award from the National Newspaper Publishing Association. Johnson's publishing has also been named the #1 black business by black entrepreneurs 4 times. In 1996, President Bill Clinton awarded Johnson with the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. He also received more than 30 honorary doctoral degrees from institutions across the country and served as a board member or trustee of numerous businesses and philanthropies and cultural organizations. Johnson's wife Eunice and daughter Linda Johnson Rice continue to retain full control of Johnson Publishing as the only 2 shareholders in the company. On August 8, 2005, Johnson died of congestive heart failure. At the time of his death, Johnson was survived by his wife, daughter Linda Johnson Rice, and his granddaughter. Following his death, a public viewing of his body was held at the Johnson Publishing headquarters on August 16, 2005. Johnson's funeral was held at the University of Chicago's Rockefeller Memorial Chapel, where an estimated 3,000 people attended, including former U.S. President Bill Clinton, future U.S. President Barack Obama, and civil rights leaders Jesse Jackson. Johnson was buried at Oakwood Cemetery in the Greater Grand Crossing neighborhood in Chicago. In 2010, the Noble Network of Charter Schools and Chicago Public Schools opened Johnson's College Prep High School. a public charter high school in Chicago, Illinois' Englewood neighborhood in honor of Johnson and his wife Eunice. On January 31st, 2012, the United States Postal Service honored John H. Johnson with a commemorative stamp at the newest addition to the Black Heritage Series. In 2019, the Arkansas legislature created John H. Johnson Day to pay tribute to his legacy and to help support a museum, his childhood home, named in his honor in Arkansas City. The Friends of John H. Johnson Museum suggested November 1st as the day for the holiday because that was the day the first issue of Ebony was published. And that was our video. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching and enjoy your day.